Dear students, we had learned what the cash book is. Cash book simply is an account book which records only the cash and bank related transactions. So automatically all the transactions which are done in the cash or which are done through the bank, they are recorded in the cash book. So very simply we had also learned that it is a part of the book of the original entry. Now how does a cash book serve dual purpose? Dual purpose here means that cash book also act as a part of the original books and also a ledger. What it means that cash books serve the dual purpose or both books of original entry and the ledger. When we are make cash book, no need to make a separate cash account. As you know that the account is prepared under the ledger and simultaneously a cash book serves both the purpose. When a cash book is prepared, there is no need to prepare the separate cash account. So a transaction is only to be recorded in the cash book or cash account if there is either inflow or outflow of cash. So cash books serve dual purpose or both the purpose here. Let's understand one more important item, that is what is contra entry. How will you recognize it from among other entries in the cash book? Contra entry here means that entry which involve cash as well as bank both accounts, and this entry will be recorded on both the sides of the cash book. How the cash book is prepared, that I will share with you in my next video, but here you understand first what a contra entry is. Contra entry here means that entry which involve cash as well as the bank account, and this entry will be recorded on both the sides of the cash book. For example, contra entry will be recorded in the two important cases when first cash deposited into the bank. Now have the journal entry for this. When we deposit the cash into the bank, entry will be bank account debit to cash account. See here that in this entry both the accounts are there, that is bank account there and well as cash account is there. Second situation is there when contra entry will be recorded, that is cash withdrawn from bank for office use. Please note down specifically cash withdrawn from bank for office use. What the journal entry will be? Journal entry will be cash account debit to bank account. Now practically understand, when the cash is withdrawn from the bank for office use, then only there will be the contra entry. In some examples, say when cash is withdrawn by the proprietor for personal use, what the journal entry will be? Automatically it should be debited to the drawings account and not to the cash account. So in that case there will not be contra entry. So contra entry will be only when cash is withdrawn from the bank for the office use. Simultaneously, if the purpose of withdrawn is not given, it will be presumed that it is withdrawn for the office use and a contra entry will be recorded in the cash book. For example, it is just mentioned cash withdrawn from bank rupees 10,000. Now in that case it is not clear that whether the cash being withdrawn for the office use or for the personal use. It will be presumed that cash is withdrawn for the office use and a contra entry will be recorded in the books of account. So contra entry means that entry which is recorded on both the sides of the cash book, and there are two situations when there will be contra entry. First, when cash is deposited into bank, and second, when cash is withdrawn from the bank for the purpose of office use, or if the purpose is not given, it will be presumed that it is withdrawn for the office use and contra entry will be recorded. Against the contra entries, wherever we record in the cash book, we will write the letter C to recognize that it is a contra entry. LM means ledger folio column. When we will add the format of the cash book, then you understand that where the C is to be written and where the ledger folio column is. Now question is, state three advantages of subdivision of journal. Very simply, division of work according to ability, easiness in posting, time saving. Automatically, because depending upon the ability of the person who is recording or maintaining the cash book or the journal, the transactions being segregated. easiness in posting, that all the cash transactions they are to be recorded separately, non-cash to be recorded separately, and when we post them into the ledger, it becomes easy for the person who is engaged in the posting. Time saving automatically. When these two important advantages are there, they may also lead to the time saving. Now let's understand one practical simple example, that what the journal entries are recorded with reference to the cash book of the following transactions. First, it's a deposit of cash into bank. When cash is deposited into bank, very simple, there would be the contra entry, and entry will be bank account debit to cash account, and it will be recorded on both the sides of the cash book. Second important transaction, say withdrawal of money from bank for office use. Even the word is not given for office use, there will be the withdrawn of money from bank. The journal entry will be cash account debit to bank account. So automatically there will be again the contra entry for this. So it will be recorded on both the sides of the cash book. Now the third transaction, say deposit of check received from other into bank. Now when this check is deposited into the bank, simply understand that our bank balance increase. When the bank balance increase, the entry will be bank account debit to check in hand. But when this check is received, we will record a journal entry in journal proper, that is check in hand to debtors. Check in hand means that we had received a check from the party, and debtor means the customer or the name of the customer from whom we had received the check. Then the fourth transaction, say dishonor of check deposited into bank. Dishonor means that the payment of the check has not been realized in the bank, so a reverse entry will be recorded accordingly. When we deposit the check into the bank, entry will be very simple, bank account debit to check in hand. Now automatically the debtor's balance again increase because his check has been bounced or dishonored, and bank balance decrease. So a reverse entry will be recorded. Entry will be debtor's account debit to bank account. So this way you had understood that very simple and very important subdivision of books of original entry, that is cash book, and the transactions are recorded in the cash book which are associated with the cash as well as to the bank. In our next class, we will also continue with the other aspects of the preparation of the cash book, but I request you that must read first 4 pages of this lesson, because by reading those 4 pages you are in position to understand what actually cash book is and what are the important way to prepare this cash book. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day to all of you.